Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2 from the Dreamhack Last Chance Qualifier. Two of the most exciting players in StarCraft 2, and I'm not gonna waste any time telling you to like and subscribe. I'm not gonna waste any time telling you to ring the bell, because right now in the top right, with an SCV out on the map and a GSL championship for the first time under his belt, it is the People's Terran. It is Cure. And extra relevantly, across the map is the man he beat for that championship. Somehow, Cure, the perpetual underdog. Then again, against this Protoss player, I don't know if anyone is favored. We'll have to see which version of him shows up today. But of course, the wild card, Zest. Zest truly embraced it. Somehow, even though we no longer have stats and SOS as they went to the military in Korea, Zest has kind of become both of those players. You got your YOLO toss, like, I'm making 6 adepts and I'm attacking with no upgrades. But also, occasionally, just sitting back and playing a macro game. A little more, but... So, Cure's doing a proxy Marauder build. So we're just... Okay. Definitely starting off strong here. Zest has sent a probe out, of course. He sees no barracks in the base. So he knows shenanigans are afoot. He's probably thinking, yeah, this is a proxy Reaper. It's always a proxy Reaper. There are 2 gas here. Factory on the way. It's a knee breaker build, which, wow. Is this the new Cure? Just the cheesiest Terran since Maru 10 years ago, as opposed to Maru 5 years ago when he learned to macro and became the best Terran in the world? Except for maybe TY, but... we can't all be so smart. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Looking like the command center of every military submarine movie. Alright, if we intercept the probe vector and we find it during the patrol pathing in the northern quadrant, then is my bunker going to finish at his natural? It's like, did we just skip some parts? We had to edit for time. 2 Marauders versus 2 Stalkers, but the shield battery getting involved. The SCV not able to pull away, but the damage is there. I think 3 Marauders can out-DPS a shield battery, and I think that's out of range to shield battery overcharge. But the Marauders cannot heal here. The standoff will continue, doing a lot of damage. Oh, trying to chase down, but what a save! What a save! Zest holds on to the Stalkers. Another one, though. The battery's out of energy. There's one on the low ground. He's pounding through. Cure just has to eyeball it and see if the shield battery's out of energy. He can't actually see how much energy it has. Well, you're not going to get away from the Stalker. Floats up to the heavens as both players are under pressure here on 2,000 app. The probe is still alive. I mean, why wouldn't it? Oop. So 4 Marauders have died. 2 Stalkers and a... Okay, yeah, this did not go great. Yeah, this... This was not good for Cure. 4 Marauders for 2 Stalkers. And obviously he delayed his command center and so much else. Zest just kind of has 2 bases now. He's got an Oracle out, and the Twilight is nearly done. I assume we're going to be following up with Blink, but there I go trying to predict what Zest will do again. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. The Cyclones, they come back, they get the locks, a slight delay on the CC, but the Oracle knocked down. Blink is on the way. Command center will complete. And the barracks, well, one's heading home, the other's being produced. Engineering bay on the way. How much? Okay, so. Well, Everybody goes back to their corner, gonna hang out for a bit, though Zest chrono-boosting Blink with 3 gates. He has no robo on the way. So this means he's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna put himself out there and try to keep Cure from ever coming across the map again. Now, this does run the risk. He does have a 3rd behind it. Is he gonna continue building probes? Are you just gonna macro it out, Zest? No more probes in production right now. He's at exactly 44, which is full 2-base saturation. And no more tech either. Cure, on the other hand, is cowering in his base. I mean, Cure has assumed a defensive posture within his main. And will be on the lookout for both any more Stargate units and, of course, Blink Stalkers. 11 Stalkers on the field. He doesn't have a Warp Prism nor even a Robo with which to build it. So Zest, these are all the Stalkers he's going to have with his army for a while. There is a single Marauder in a bunker, but there's a lot of Marauders in general with concussive shells. So Blink is going to be the only way to get out of that. Oh my. Oh, there goes the bunker. He has just barely not enough Stalkers to snipe off those Marauders. And Cure is lining up a real strong double medevac timing. Remember, charge is on the way for Zest. But the medevac boosts in, not quite far enough. Get over here. Medevac got 3/4 of the way there and just chilled for a sec. He obviously needs it. These units hitting the needle a little too often. +1. Oh. Not even really a spotter pylon. I think he saw the probe. Yeah, Zest probes are a little bold. That probe goes down. 5 more gates on the way. Gonna bring him up to 8. Charge is finishing up +1, but Cure definitely has a window here. We see just a... Ooh. Well, losing any amount of Marauders is gonna hurt. Concussive shells already being done. It helps a bit against charge loss. It's blasting through. It'll come down to, yeah, smart scan. Doesn't want to get caught by a force field. Blink Stalkers chasing down. Okay, Zest. All right. If you say so. That works. The tech lab is still over here. Scouting the 4th, I guess. Zest sent out another probe. And also, by the way, the Stalker's just hanging out at the watchtower. Well, he does manage to get out. The force field a little late on the draw there. A lot of energy used on these sentries. Cure still has a strong army. A Dark Shrine is on the way because... Now, a conventional Protoss may say, you know what? Maybe I need Colossi or Archons or Storm. But Zest says, how about Blink DTs? Because that's how Zest do. Blink DT's definitely not an unheard of option in that late game, like, ultra late game, base killing harass, but Zest sent all his charge lots to hang out at the natural of Cure. Cure is dropping within the main. He sees the Dark Shrine. The charge lots can't even recall back. The Widowmine hits more Terran units than it does Protoss. Cure is forced to pick up and get out, loses a medevac. The charge lots are just running down the reinforcements, almost forgotten about, but Cure doesn't have remotely enough here to deal with it. Zest warping in another 9 charge lots at his forward pylon, which has a gateway. Zest doesn't even have a robotics facility at this point. Yeah, a scan spotting, oh, I guess he's going for a lot of charge lots. He has no gas. That almost feels like a GG scan out of Cure. Am I dead or am I still playing this game? If there was gas at that base, I think he may have just tapped out. But it is just charge lots. Stalker's getting obliterated. Zest, okay. Throws up a couple Colossi there. In the face of Cure, I might add. Those were the most obvious of hallucinations, but... Yeah, so Zest just kind of throws some zealots at him. Cure unable to make anything stick in a comfortable victory for Zest in game 1. Well, that, Jimmy, that's the wrong one! We don't play that game any... Thank you! Well, I think that was Cure's foray into not doing a Widowmine drop. If I had to predict, and I mean, like, why else would I be here? If I had to predict, that will be the last game that does not feature Widowmines prominently within the first 5 minutes or so. Cure, quite a Minecraft player. In fact, one of the best at it. Making Microsoft proud with his craft, so... Zest, that's how Zest lost the GSL finals, just a lack of respect. The thing is, if there were armory mines in that last game, if Cure had just sprinted towards them instead of going for the more conventional bio, Zest literally didn't have a robotics facility. I assume if he saw mines, he would have built one. But there was definitely a window for the cloak mines to do devastating damage. Yeah. Oh, wow. You know, this is the real victory. Zest is now scouting for Proxy Rex. A little bit of respect. Just a hint of it. After that first game. Zest not one normally to scout around his own base, but instead force his opponent to do so. SCV. Kind of a later SCV scout. I guess he's just looking to see if he's getting proxy void raid. And the best way to do that is see if he's expanded. So if he has a Nexus, it's probably, not always, but probably not proxy void raid. Zest, a big fan of, well, really any option that just kind of wins the game in the first 10 minutes, because he's got places to be, like probably your mom's house or something. He is an expert at making sure these games are over quick one way or another. Well, even the probe encouraging the SCV to leave. Cure with a much more standard build, but a second... I stand corrected. Is that a Reaper on purpose? Is that a, like, delayed Reaper play? Wow, Cure, spicy. I'm like a solid 54% sure that's intentional. Okay. I mean, that is really one of the ways to get scouting at this point. Interesting. Yeah. He doesn't look surprised by it, so... I like how Zest stares down the SCV. Cure's like 90% sure that he's not going to shade through because there's already enough Marines to easily kill the Adept. But those SCVs... Oh, and then he does because... And he found the mule! Oh, the fresh mule! Zest doesn't care! Oh, he found it. Wow. The killer instinct. But the Reaper out of Cure gets a kill. Oh, he jumped in the side. So this map, you saw Cure on the other side use it, but you can actually jump in this little angle here. And he must have slipped by Zest, despite Zest. He still builds the Reaper wall. Even though I'd say, oh, what the fuck? So there's a gold base here. I mean, yeah, why not? So, And gold minerals are worth more. This is true. Wow. Okay, Zest. I kind of forgot there was a gold base on this map, but our Protoss friend here, well, he would have said acquaintance, but I say friend because I like to dream. Or hallucinate. Oh my god, Kier locked out his Marauder! No! What? He just walks in. Come on in! Why did you let him in? He opened the depots for him. What? He's just... What? Zest, you will open the depots. I will open the depot. He just... He hasn't even lost a stop. What is happening? I don't... what? Those are his... Cure! The thing is, he does it so confidently. Like, he just walks up there quite literally like he owns the place. And Cure just assumed he did. He opened the door for him. Like, at least make him walk around. Or blink. I don't... Like, he does it with no hesitation. No, like, checking the height. No, he just goes. What are you doing? And now we got a Dark Shrine on the way, because of course we do. So any window Cure had to do damage... Well, he doesn't know the gold base exists. So there's that problem. But any window he had to do damage is quickly closing with charge on the way. Well... Dark Shrine on the way. How many gates? There are 6 gates here. Yeah, this is not nearly enough bio. That might be. Are there medevacs? No, he's supply blocked! No, Cure! The People's Terran. He's been supply blocked on his medevacs. Oh god, what a tilt master of a game. Oh no. The most important part of this whole push. He's had stim, he's had combat shields, he's had +1, but he doesn't have the medevacs. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, is he gonna lead him to the gold? Cure does not see the gold. He killed his first stalker. Oh my god. And then this army shows up. And Cure has to hallucinate to Colossus. I'm gonna say for high ground vision, but I'm not entirely sure it's not for style points. Now the medevacs are gonna... Oh, he has to run back to his base against the player who took a third. Oh no, this is very sad. Cure does have a third command center. And this Colossus looks real. Like, well, if he would attack with it. Cure... Oh no. He missed it with the scan. Cure comes back with his medevacs. Oh. Oh no. Oh, this is so sad. If I know Zest, though, he's just gonna attack, even though he has no reason to... Oh, well, Cure just drops out. This is a much better location to fight. Zest's actual fighting army is not great here. He doesn't have any splash damage. The Immortal's in front. Okay, so if that Colossus was real, this would be much better. But, unfortunately... Oh, the force fields are okay. There's Blink DTs. By the way, Blink DTs. He hasn't built any DTs. Okay, I lied. Now he has 10 DTs. Wow! Zest just does... He's losing his most of his army. He's juggling it with the Prism, but here's gonna win this fight. He warped in DTs on the other side. I think he just used the Selecto Army hotkey. He's now bringing the DTs back. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Cure. I would love to see Cure's face on seeing the blink. Not only is it 3 DTs, but they also have blink. And he hasn't seen any of them. I mean, that's kind of how DTs work. Oh, just... I didn't blink away this time. What is going on? Zest is once again... He's so far ahead. But right now he's trying to, like, do a 360 no-scope on Cure. His army actually loses. If Cure has scans and Widow Mines placed, his army is just, like, way worse. It's 15 Stalkers, 3 Immortals, and 10 Zealots against, like, 90 supply of Bio. But over here, it's time for the no-scope. No. Well, okay. Yeah, Zest is... Whatever Zest does, he does it very decisively. And that includes losing the game. Oh my god, he lost a prism full of DTs. He lost all of his Stalkers. He's now lost 20 supply. My god. Somebody call up Major League Baseball because Zest is throwing harder than I've ever seen. This army is not enough. But Blink he's losing his Immortals. Okay, so Zest just lost the game. Wow. Yeah, if he doesn't have any... What is... Once again, no matter what the outcome, it's all about Zest. No matter what. There's no such thing as bad news for Zest. Kira's over here wondering if he can... Oh my god, and then he goes right back into the... Kira's over here like, wait a second, did I just... Am I winning? Can I attack? Yes! He's up 40 army... He's up 40... He's up 50 army supply! What happened? What a disaster! Look at how cautious Cure is. Compare that to Zest at literally all times. Remember when Zest walked... Like, when Zest just mind-tricked Cure into opening his depots? Yeah, Cure's over here like, is it okay if I attack? Are you sure? Really? And Zest is... well, he kind of... He has almost no units now. So... It's kind of falling apart. The medevacs, he has 12 medevacs. And they're out of energy. That's how much he's been stimming. Blink DTs once again. Yeah, that... Oh my god, he's got a dozen medevacs! He's got all the M's. Zest is over here playing Warp Prism Micro Trainer and, like, not very well, so... the Vendaya scan, one of the few times there's some EMPs. He EMPs his own medevacs, but acceptable losses. What a disaster. Oh my god. That is one of the largest, like, one of the most decisive throws. Wow. Wow, Zest lost that game so hard. Is that... Oh my. Oh, what? That's 2 games where Zest had full control of the situation. We're all tied up. I don't know. Game 3. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's see if Cure can ride this one across the finish line. I have no idea. I can't... I'm gonna need to go back at some point. I feel like I'm remembering it wrong. But am I correct that Zest walked up with Stalkers, killed Cure's Marauders, and then Cure opened the depots for him, and the Stalkers walked in. Like, partially to try to get the Marauders in, but, like, he kept them open. Like... Like... And Zest walked in with confidence. I don't understand this, man. And then, Zest lost 60 supply of gateway units in less than 30 seconds. In the worst possible fights he could have ever taken on 3 fronts. Like, Cure could not have planned it better. Like, he walked Immortals into the 3rd. He flew his Warp Prism into a turret, and he ran his Charge Lots into Widowmines. Like... If it weren't for the fact that he wins half of these games, Zest, like, if this wasn't such a regular thing for Zest, you'd get suspicious. You'd be like, excuse me, what are you guys doing? How do you lose that? But it's Zest, so he's playing the long con, I guess. Oh my god. Well, that game's over. Cure went for a double depot wall, by the way. And, I mean, that's usually how you do it. But the point is, he got the depots before the expansion, before the probe came in. So Cure's trying his own little mind games here. Like, I might be doing a one-base factory build, or maybe I have a proxy factory you should look for. But no, he was just doing the... possibly the oldest and also simplest mind game of just walling off your main. Which is a little So, now the question is, a great question, does Zest care? And what a stupid question that is, because of course he doesn't. He's just... he doesn't even know if there's an expansion. He's already proxying a pylon. He literally has no idea. It could be a battlecruiser proxied at his 3rd. Oh, are you fucking kidding? Come on, that's a Dark Shrine. I didn't even say it because I thought it was too stupid. Speaking of proxying important and critical game-changing tech buildings at your opponent's 3rd, Zest has a Dark Shrine. You don't get brownie points for being close to the base. I mean, he probably won't scout there. And, of course, the intimidating shades. I like how he picks, like, an SCV to stare down. Just that extra... It's a mental thing. He's just giving him the eye. Unfortunately for Cure... Unfortunately for Cure, he doesn't fly out past his 3rd, where he would have scouted the Dark Shrine. Cure... Zest missed the Widowmine drop by that much. Is there an armory? I don't... Yeah, there's no armory. A Raven is on the way. The Dark Shrine is already done. So, the next 30 seconds are going to be devastating for both sides. We're just going to have to see... No! Cure, no! Okay. Oh, he knows how to close depots, believe it or not. Oh, Zest. Zest, watch out. Woo! Oh! Woo! Woo! Ooh, I'm supposed to keep my shirt on, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Things are getting real sweaty out here. Oh, yep. That was bad. That was a bad one. Oh, my. Yeah, well, and then now, there goes another, and then he loses both DTs. And there, oh, yep. And now match point for Cure. Oh my god. Wow. It's a roller coaster. Okay, let's, I don't know if Zest will, but we're gonna take a quick advertising break. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be right back. Gimme! Hey everybody, I'm Winter, and this video is brought to you by you. Yes, you, the people. By liking and subscribing, you can check out more videos just like this one. Welcome back to Game 4 of Cure versus Zest. This has been one of the most StarCraft series that has ever been played. Some of the most games that I have ever seen. Jimmy. Nope, I almost got Glittering Ashes mixed up for Hardwire again. But it's different map. Will the outcome be different? I have no idea. I feel like I've barely talked about Cure in this series at all, and he's won 2/3 of the games. Cause Zest just is over here, like, it's going too far, Zest. You've gone too far. It's too much. What are you doing? I don't know. Cure stuck with the classics in that last match. He just kind of went for a Widowmine drop. It did critical damage. Maybe Zest will pull it back. That was definitely that was like a Smurfing and Diamond League build order. Like, I'll proxy the Dark Shrine at his third. Like, come on, Zest. Leave it to the clickbaiters. He doesn't even send the probe out. He's just hanging out. I don't even know. Every Zest series, it seems like it's getting worse or better. I guess it doesn't really matter which direction. I'm pretty sure Cure may have checked the replay after the game. He may have done the rewind option. Because that was probably wondering how DTs got in his base so quick. Those were some very quick DTs. It just worked out for him because of the Widowmine drop. A Stargate. Ooh. Something fresh. Okay, so what don't people build out of Stargates? Phoenixes. Okay, so I expect Phoenixes. Phoenixes, I mean, the reaction to Widowmine drop, they can be okay, but Oracles and Void Rays just get a lot more done in smaller numbers. Especially with Void Rays being relatively cheap compared to the Phoenix and how much they do. So far, this is the only game that looks anywhere close to standard. We do have a Widowmine, a Medevac with a Stalker harassing, and Oracle's on the way. We get to play our favorite game. There were a couple of years where this was one of the #1 games in Protoss versus Terran, which is find the Widowmine. Hopefully not with your Oracle. Terran's got very creative at hiding those Widowmines behind gas geysers and orbital dishes and sometimes just random places on the map. Kira, you gotta open the depot so your SCVs can get to your natural. What am I about to watch? He's gonna... It's Maru micro time. He does lose the Hellion, but the Oracle's now gonna come into his base. Alright, is there a mine here? Unfortunately for Cure, he has no units. Well, this is awkward. All of his Marines are flying across the map right now. Did he not build a second Widow Mine? No, he has no... He's just... Wow. Oh, that's not great. 5 Marines, okay. So, that happened. And there goes the medevac. He's gonna get a pylon. Okay. Zest will now be supply blocked, which is kind of surprising. Well, who came out ahead? Well, that was a stupid question. Cure lost 10 Marines, a Hellion, a Widow Mine, 4 SCVs, and a medevac. Zest lost a Stalker, 2 Adepts, 2 Probes, and a Pylon. Wait, why does the Pylon not show up? Did it even count? And somehow, as always, Zest has Blink in production. Does Cure have any units? Cure has 7 Marines and 2 Vikings. Which is not much. Blink is still pretty far out, but Zest is proxying a pylon. Zest has made 1 robotics facility in this series, I think. Yeah, Zest isn't big on building the robo. He's been proxying pylons like it's 2011. SCVs. With he's taking this very seriously. Picks off 5 SCVs. What if he goes into the main, Cure? What happens then? Well, he might lose combat shields and stim. Blink is done. And up we go. Well, a little late for that. The most obvious thing happened. There's still... The Void Ray provides high ground vision, so he does kind of need that one. Well, the Vikings kind of died. If he loses the Void Ray, he loses high ground vision. Well, this is pretty painful to watch. Stim is now done, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to help in this fight. Okay, so, yep, up we go. Yeah, there we go again. He blinks, his stim is used, the boys are pulled. Actually, this one went pretty bad. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Supplies ain't good. Oh my god, there was a stasis. He got 2 SCVs. Cure's over there. He has 30 less workers. And Cure has 10 workers just on standby to repair his bunker, where they're getting murdered now. So, now is about the right time for Zest to blink directly into the whole bio army and lose all his stalkers. And also go blink DTs. Oh, Zest does want to win. He's building a robotics facility. It does appear like Zest actually wants to win this game. Yep, a robo. Got some observers on the way. A robo bay for actual splat. A real Colossus this time. He's been teasing it. A second robo as well. Well, that revelation. Well, he made sure that ground knew what was coming. How do you miss revelation? Oh, Cure with the select all army key back to his main. Zest out of energy on the Oracle. Immortal's on the way. Cure, I wouldn't be surprised if he just pulls the boys. He's taking a third. Like, he's building a second robo. Did he scan the robo bay? Pull the boys. This is the time. You saw the robo bay. It's time to pull the boys. Like, he's... If ever there... Oh, no. He had one opportunity here. Those are some beautiful force fields by Zest. Well, there are 2 Colossi on the way. I guess he could kill the Robos themselves. Yeah. Well, approximately way too many charge lots coming in. Wow, Kira's army is looking very sad. The tank, oh no! He tried to save it! Oh, this probe. Yeah, you better run. How do you talk? I'm in your thoughts. I don't have a mouth, and neither do any of the rest of us. Entaro cuisine. So Zest now builds 2 more Robos, replacing the one he lost. As a matter of principle. Well, he lost time on 1 Colossi, so how are you going to make up for that? Robos are cheaper than Colossi. I said blowing people who can't do math's mind. All right?
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
So now will Kira fly directly into the Stalkers, or will the Stalkers go to... Yes, those are Stalkers. What am I watching? What is happening? I have... this is a terrible fight for Zest. Because of what Zest did, which is force field his charge lots out. Wow, look at that hallucinated Phoenix. You can see the lava. It's so crazy. Now, if only the lava could rise up and burn all the Terran base, not the Terran, the Protoss bases. While the Terran flies away. That would be the best chance for Kira to win this game at that point. Kira... Yeah, Zest now making 2 Colossi and an Observer with 2-2 on the way. He's going to have just straight up splash damage for, like, the first time in this entire series. Templar Archives on the way as well. Yeah, a few Whittle Mines, but the Colossi extended Thermal Lance, the charge lots trickling in. The army supply is not good for Cure. Medivacs. Oh, the Blanc! Over to the side, cuts the reinforcements. 3 Colossi, all of them real. Zest kind of jamming himself in there. Like, this is altogether too fancy stutter step, but he's murdering the SCVs. And we're all tied up. Wow. That looked a little like bullying there. The Oracle kind of just came in and killed everything it could until it ran out of energy. It had its fill of murder. Something not people don't respect nowadays. Well. There's one more. The way things are trending, it's looking good for Cure. Because for every match that Zest has walked over him, Zest has also willingly stumbled directly into the gutter right in front of Cure. So, round 5. The possible final round, because I am not willing to put a draw off the table. Especially with these two. Where are you going? Is this a Macrorex? A fake hidden proxy? Or like, otherwise this is just late. Wait, what? What are you doing? Oh, NG Bay block. Okay, yeah. It's been a while. It's still in the back, like you're mixing it up. A bit of a spicy move for game 5. I like it. Like, this way he doesn't have to micro, because much like Queen, since the accident, NG Bays can't even move. And also, he's probably not going to finish it, so if the SCV RNG gods favor him, well, wow. He has to look on while his work is Obliterated. Wiped from existence. Is he gonna... Oh my god. And another one. Give him another one. He gets the cancel, but he may lose the SCV. Zest murderous probes. Oh, intercept. And he gets him. Oh. What a series.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
These two, I think Cure actually has the better end of them. I remember when they faced in the GSL finals a few months ago, they were something like 55 and 55 against one another in series, not in games. I think Zest had a slight edge in games, but they're almost dead even in literally hundreds of matches. Well, so Zest is not even bothering with Warp Gate. He's chrono boosting out Adepts. Here's once again going with that delayed Reaper opener, so interesting there. So this is gonna get weird. The Stargate's on the way. Zest still not starting Warp Gate. There, next on the agenda after 2 Adepts and a Stargate. And he sees the reactor Rex. Reaper, let it. The People's Terran. Alright, the People's Terran. You know. You saw that. We all make... It's a stressful situation. Zest is over here, one hand sipping on his Starbucks or something. Cure's fat fingering his depots half the time. It could go either way. Now the Reaper might find a probe. I think the Scout is a little more important. And he sees the Oracle. Now that's an important revelation. Well, that was not great. Hey, he gets a couple kills and he scouts the Oracle. Hey! Oh, he's still going! Alright. The Oracle, even forced to turn on. So, significantly less energy. 25 energy. That's why your mom always told you not to turn the Oracle off and on when you were a kid. Because you'll wear it out. That's just science. 25 energy every time. Well, it looks like Cure will have the Marines. He's not flying across in the medevac this time because he doesn't even have a factory, so... He's just got Mass, Marine, and probably a couple Marauders. That's only 4 Marines, which is not enough. But Zest knows there's... Eventually he'll have more with him. Wow, we're really going back to Wings of Liberty builds here. Straight up barracks. Will he pull the boys? And, of course, Zest has Blink on the way. I would like to know the percentage of games at the 5-minute mark when Zest doesn't have Blink on the way or done. I think it would be in the single digits. I don't know how he does it. Oh, that Oracle got a little lazy. There's also a pylon out here because robos are for noobs. Unless I really need that robo, in which case I'm not a noob, you're a noob, says Zest. Which is a lot for him to say in the middle of a match, but I wouldn't be surprised. Well, there's the revelation. Even gets the rocks. Cure. There's a shield battery. The Stalkers don't have Blink, so they gotta be a little careful here. Well, here we go. Pull the trigger. What? Where? You can't run away. You're just gonna get bullied all the way home. And then when you get home, they're gonna call you cowards. And addicts. He's going to the high ground here. Oh. It just flew right by. He still gets the revelation. Oh, this... Oh, not anymore! Come back here!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, the reinforcements show up. So far, Kira's lost 10 Marines to 2 Adepts. The Blink, like, get a medevac. Or 2. Yeah, Zest isn't going to screw up the Blink micro until... Zest just built 2 Robo-Bays, which is about twice as many as you usually build. I think he canceled the other one. Just like Kier canceled his bunker. Maybe a little early. Did you really need the minerals, Kier? Zest has been bullying you with Blink Stalkers for like 4 years now. And you're gonna cancel... You're gonna salvage your bunker like you need 75 more minerals? Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Well, so there and back again. A traumatized, stim-addicted bio-unit story. So, not everyone can fit in the medevacs. It feels like Kira's dividing his army into 2 bite-sized pieces here. I don't know about this move. If he gets the Twilight, he goes for the Twilight, not the Forge, so that means he'll get nothing. And he'll lose his medevac, and then he comes into the natural. He'll get... Okay, and he'll get a shield battery. So, he got... Yeah, well, he got a very valuable lesson here about why you don't split your units into bite-sized pieces like a Diamond player. So for you Diamond Terrans in the chat and in the comments, there you go. That's why. Well, now Zest actually has to keep his army together, though, because Kier has managed to put together enough army supply. Zest is running the risk of doing the same thing. Which is, of course, dividing his army into bite-sized pieces so Kier can just pound it into oblivion. Come on. Come on, Kier. Really? Okay. Put that in the almanac, it's so damn predictable. Like, that's a suspicious looking probe. I was just testing out the minerals over here, nothing to worry about. That's a very suspicious probe. What? Are you not gonna send anything? What was that probe doing over there, Kier? Apparently Kier doesn't seem to care. That could come back to be not ideal. You gotta check the whole browser history of that probe. Just you probably enable some filters first, though. There's some ghosts on the way. Zest actually doesn't have that much vision, and the map is dark and full of Terrans. Is that a fleet beacon? You know you're on 3 bases, right? I don't think Zest does, like, the whole counting thing very well. Or at all. Okay, so he's gonna go Colossus into Carrier. Which is one of those, like... It's like a Twitch chat Grandmaster composition. You're not actually supposed to... At some point, you're supposed to build Templar of some flavor. Or both flavors. He's gonna go Disruptors now. Okay. It's for Flux Veins. Oh my god, it could be a mothership. I have no idea. Build me a damn mothership. No. I mean, it's still on the table. He's going Carrier Disruptor. He's on 3 bases, though. So, carriers aren't even that... Carriers are countered by the same things that counter Colossi. Which is... Viking. Kira's been building Vikings for a while now. You know, that probe wasn't just over there to test the minerals. He lied to you. There's 15 zealots just coming in. Disruptor shot, dodged away. There's not that many Colossi here. Fires another shot, buying some time. Zealots are gonna force the issue. There is EMP. Zest's army is pretty squishy, especially if it gets EMP'd. There, across the board! The effective damage is overwhelming, but the Colossi are burning through with the shield battery overcharge. Another disruptor, not finding the opportunity. 18, 20 SCV kills and counting. Oh, he just walks into the mines! Widow mines again! Devastating, terrible, terrible damage. Also, carriers are here, which is just, you know, happening. The Vikings on the deck. Charge lots eviscerating Cure's economy, but Cure is knocking out everything Zest has. The charge lot's still going to work. That was definitely a select all army key. The carriers have no interceptors. They're just very, very expensive paperweights here. But the Medivacs are out of energy. Both under 100 supply. SCVs fighting Zealots. Not a very fair fight. The Widow Mines find another shot. There's still enough. There's still 8 Widow Mines out here. I don't think Zest remembers them, or if he, well, he's got an observer on the way. And at the end of the day, Cure, I think, wins the fight. Probably, and almost entirely, because Zest decided to just go carriers. Which is, like, he's like, what move haven't I made? I've been playing a lot of games lately. How about carriers? It's like, Zest, you know he's Terran, right? Yes. I'm tearing him a new one. It's like, no, you're not. You have no gas. Because you're going 3-base carrier, Zest. What are you doing? Apparently, hold it. Because Cure lost a whole lot of SCVs. But now mules are dropping. The probe count is pretty dangerously low. Cure getting... here we go again. 2-2 is now done, though. For Cure. He doesn't have any medevacs, which isn't ideal. Whoop. Blinks out of the mine. It's just inevitable that if things clear up for a few seconds, then Zest will resume bullying Cure with Blink Stalkers. But somehow the game ends up nearly even. Well, those zealots just really ripped through the economy. The problem is Zest walked directly into the mines with most of his stalkers. If he had a dozen or even half a dozen more stalkers in the main fight, then I think he cleans that up significantly earlier. He's just trickling in zealots and they're still getting damage. Like, this is still happening. Not sure what happened over here. It looks like the Blink Star... What is this army? It's one of those you put on the box. We just need some Colossi and... Oh, Colossi in production. He doesn't have air weapons, which means he doesn't even really do that much damage with the interceptors. It's +2 armor on the Marines. Another random round of charge lots coming in. Cure starting to consolidate his forces here. Oh, there's not even that many SCVs at the natural. Also coming in, this is the main base. This was the main base. Cure stims back, he loses his orbital. To clean up the charge lots, Zest, for the first time, taking a 4th. He's long-distance mining because he's running out of mineral patches. Oh. More Widow Mines buying time. The Widow Mine's the saving grace for Cure. No, there's nothing there. He's looking for observers, though he has, like... He has plenty of EMP. Here come the Blink Stalkers! Templar Archives on the way. The Stalkers are taking a kind of an awkward path here. One of the most expensive armies... What was that? Alright, just throws an EMP out. The Vikings... Yeah, the Stalkers are back. He's gonna get the Nexus. EMPs, but Guardian Shield and Force Fields also used. The interceptors are dying. Zealots in the natural. The Vikings trying to snipe off the carriers and doing a pretty good job because the carriers have no upgrades, EMPs across the board, but the Vikings are still very vulnerable to the Stalkers. EMPs, there's no shields for anyone here. The Zealots select all army key, almost certainly there from Zest. Shield battery overcharge, gonna put some back on the board. The supplies nearly dead even. Cure's army supply is so much higher. Zealots in the middle of the map this time. Oh, the probes! 20 probes! Zest is rebuilding his interceptors, but are we just base trading? He's cutting off reinforcements. He's given up on the natural. There are almost no more bases. What? Where are you going, Zest? Zest, come back! Okay, well. He's blinking away poorly. He has no detection for the mines. Yeah, he has no observers, so that could be an issue. Zest. So you need a nexus to he's given up on mining for the rest of this game. I think he's gonna try to kill all of Cure's buildings. So you know that draw I was talking about? Yeah, here we are. Cure's coming home. Oh, what am I watching? Zest is gonna long distance mine. Neither of them have enough minerals to even build a worker. There's no income. It's off the board. There's nothing left. The board is set. How does this end? They both have exactly 60 army supply. EMPs! Get rid of the sentries. Is there energy for recall? He recalls out Zest. Oh, but one Archon got left behind. And that one Archon So Cure has no probes and no money, but he does have mules. Yes, remember mules exist. Okay. You have minerals here. Like, you have minerals right there. What's wrong with those minerals? Doesn't like the taste. I don't. Cure has 0 workers, which feels like the inevitable conclusion of this series. No matter how this ends, the blue-collar Terran will have no more workers. Oh, EMP across the board, one carrier targeted down. There's no detection for the mines and a broadside across the bow. No more interceptors. And Cure, with 0 workers and 3 games, wins 3-2. Oh my. Well, what? Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Check out the whole playlist. You'll find a whole lot of Zest and Cure. Good luck, have fun. I'll see you next time. Stay chill.